Hello there, Sully here, the retired tanker anchor. Welcome to Transitions, my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, I'd appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button. Yeah, it's down there. And if you're a return visitor and not yet subscribed, right there. If you're already a subscriber, I appreciate your continued support. Today's video is brought to you by the law firm of Dickham and Harder. Remember, if you need to sue somebody, Dickham and Harder. Well, before I start today's Throwback Thursday, I learned today that pretty much every public event here in Philadelphia has been canceled through February 28th of 2021. That means no Made in America Festival for Labor Day. That's the annual Labor Day party that Jay-Z throws down on the Parkway. There'll be no Thanksgiving Day parade here in Philadelphia, the oldest Thanksgiving parade in the United States. There'll be no Mummers Parade. This is only the third time that the Mummers Parade has been outright canceled since they first strut up Broad Street in 1900. I remember it was postponed by snow for the first time ever in 1976. A friend of mine was supposed to march in the parade that year, and we had attended a New Year's Eve party where we all got plastered. I tried to wake him up about 4 o'clock, say, hey, yo, John, come on, it's time to go to the parade. He said it was postponed because of the snow. Well, I had already been up to throw up. And I looked outside and I saw that about 6 inches of snow had fallen. So I said, okay, he probably checked and they'd probably have postponed it. Sure enough, when I woke up, the parade had been postponed. But John apparently didn't know about that because he got up and said, how come nobody woke me up for the parade? I said, John, I woke you up. He said, you knew it was postponed. What do you mean it was postponed? There's 8 inches of snow on the ground outside. They postponed it. So it goes. But this pandemic's pretty serious. I know I made light of it when it first started coming around. And then a lot of people said to me, hey, Sully, when you were in the hospital with pneumonia back in December, do you think that could have been COVID-19? Well, I doubt it highly. But I did have a lot of the same symptoms. I couldn't breathe. I had pneumonia. I had to be intubated for 36 hours. And I'll tell you, I don't wish that on anybody because that was no fun. You can refer to that pneumonia survivor video that I posted back in December. Just look through my videos and find it because I'm not going to hunt it down to a link in this one. Anyway, today's Throwback Thursday song is a song by Steve Forbert. It's called Going Back to Laurel. Now, when I was rehearsing this song, I took out my acoustic guitar, Woody, and I learned pretty much what I wanted to do, or figured out pretty much what I wanted to do on the acoustic. And then I kept saying in the back of my mind, this will sound so much better on the electric. And I think it did. So I'm playing this song on the Jersey Girl, and give it a listen. Tell me what you think. If you want to hear an acoustic version of it, let me know, and who knows, maybe I'll do that at some later point. I don't like to do the same song twice very close together, although I have been known to do songs twice or 3 times or even 4 times. But anyway, without further ado, today's Throwback Thursday song, Going Back to Laurel.
gets in my way. Glad to take a chance and play against the odds. Glad to be so crazy in my day. Well, I'm going down to Laurel. It's a dirty, stinking town, yeah. But me, I know exactly what I'm going to find. Little girl, going to see. She's a fool for loving me, but she's in love, and love's a funny state of mind. Well, what was that you said when you had a tear rolling down your cheek the other night? I couldn't catch it all, there's something going wrong. Hope you got it straightened out all right. Everything's so loud and everything's so fast. I hear your brother married once again. Best of luck and all, and try to have some fun. They tell me this great life can't always end. Well, I'm going down to Laurel. It's a dirty, stinking town, yeah. But me, I know exactly what I'm going to find. Little girl, going to see. She's a fool for loving me, but she's in love, and love's a funny state of mind. Yes, it is. I'm smiling from a car, going for a drive. Feel the whistle blowing, breeze go flying by. Mirrors on the moon, echo in the sun. Just a touch of madness in my eye. Oh, please don't mention rain. Please don't talk of trains. Please don't mention buildings burning down. Everybody here seems to live to laugh. With a sticker line, just don't hang around. Going down to Laurel. It's a dirty, stinking town, yeah. But me, I know exactly what I'm going to find. Little girl, going to see. She's a fool for loving me, but she's in love, and love's a funny state of mind.
You may have noticed I'm wearing a slightly different hat than I normally wear. I'm not wearing my Martin guitar hat because I'm not playing my Martin guitar in this song. I'm playing my Gibson SG, the Jersey Girl. So I'm wearing this nice Yingling hat. Some of you may live somewhere where Yingling is not available. Yingling is America's oldest brewery, founded in 1829 by David G. Yingling. And I bought a case of Yingling Lager yesterday, and you'll notice that they have a Phillies logo on it. Phillies have adopted Yingling as their official lager, and Aaron Nola is actually a spokesperson for Yingling Brewing. Aaron Nola is the Phillies' best pitcher. They sell these 16-ounce cans in the stadium, and I guess they were planning on selling them this season, but there'll be no fans in the stands. So, to support my beloved Fightins, I bought a case of Yingling Lager yesterday. I usually buy the black and tan in 16s, but they didn't have any, but they had plenty of lager. And although I understand that Anheuser-Busch is an official sponsor of Major League Baseball, the teams are allowed to negotiate deals with other breweries, local breweries, to support it. And Yuengling is a regional brewer. It's not available everywhere in the country, but people do travel into Pennsylvania or to areas where Yuengling is available to buy it. They make sort of bootleg runs. Yuengling adds one ingredient to their beer that the big three, I'm talking about Budweiser, Coors, and Miller, there's an ingredient that Yuengling adds that those breweries don't add. It's called flavor. It's a spot too. And you may be interested in knowing that Dick Yuengling is semi-retired, and he's turned the day-to-day operations of the brewery over to his daughters, so it is a woman-run business these days. Now, I don't necessarily agree with all of Dick Yuengling's politics, but he makes a damn good beer. And I may have mentioned that I did live in Pottsville for about 18 months, about 10 years ago. Well, I digress. It really sucks that we're going to have to continue through this thing. But it is serious, and we don't have a vaccine against the COVID-19 virus yet. And we may not have one for, at least until sometime in 2021. So I'm going to urge everybody out there to, first of all, whenever you have to go out, put a mask on. Now, is the mask going to stop you from catching the virus? Well, if somebody else is wearing the mask, yeah, it's going to stop you. I don't know if you've been watching YouTube lately, but the rage seems to be all these Karens and Chads who are screaming about wearing the mask and how it violates their rights. Well, what the fuck about my rights, huh? I have rights too. Wearing the mask prevents you may not be aware that you have the virus, because a lot of the cases of people who test positive are asymptomatic. So what you're doing by wearing a mask is, just in case you have it, you're preventing the spread of it. You're preventing it going to others. And it's not going to kill you to wear the mask. So to all you Karens out there, who all you Chads out there who are upset about having to wear a mask because you think it violates your rights, what the fuck about my rights? I have rights too. I have a right not to be infected. If you are transmitting the virus, especially if you're asymptomatic. I mean, I went through pneumonia last December. I know what it's like. What these people are going through, who have to be hospitalized for the virus because they can't breathe, their lungs are full. It's not fun to be intubated. You can't talk. They have to restrain your arms so that you don't pull the mask out. And then they come in and ask you, how you doing? What are you supposed to do? I would give them a thumbs up if I thought I was doing okay. But just use common sense, people. This is going to go on. This is going to continue. Please. If you don't give a rat's ass about yourself, give a rat's ass about fellow humans. Would you please? For transitions, I'm Sully, the retired tanker yager, saying, safe and happy travels, everybody. Now, let's start this again.